What up, fam? And welcome to the beach with me on today. I hope everyone is doing well. Excuse me, it's a little breezy out here, but I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to encourage you this week on finding joy in the midst, finding joy in the midst of your grief process, your grief journey. Find the joy in your day when you may not be having a good day. We got to find the joy in the day. And with that being said, it's the little things that we find joy in, the simple things. It don't have to be big, extravagant. But take for me, for example, like at the beach, is peace and joy being at the beach. And I'm forever grateful for that. So just wanted to, God put it on my heart to remind y'all that even in the midst of while we're grieving or while we may be having, like a rough season or anything like that, that you can still find joy in the midst. Still find joy. Like, I know that the little things that you may do or that you may have accomplished, it may seem little to you, but somebody else is out there watching you and they see you showing up each and every day. Like, for example, me getting my certification as a life coach is like a beautiful blessing. Me getting my INC is a beautiful blessing. In the midst of me grieving, thinking about my mom, and even thinking about the time where it's like when I realized, and God was talking to me, that I have accomplished eight mother days without my mom. I have been accomplishing standing and going through her birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, sometimes just missing her food. Like, those are the little things of finding joy in the midst, finding joy in the journey, And we may not look at that as major, but it is major. It's very, very major. So I just want to remind you to find the joy in what you do. Find the joy in your days. Find the joy in the time that you share with others. Just find the joy and knowing that you can make it. And I don't know why I'm so big on it all the time, but I talk about the evidence. I'm evidence that if I can make it, you can make it too. So just find joy in your day, knowing that, hey, it's somebody else out there grieving, and knowing that, hey, me, as Coach Rashawn, lost her mom, her best friend, that she's still making it. And like I talked about before in some of the videos, that God can do wonderful and beautiful things in the midst of our pain, in the midst of our loss, in the midst of our grieving seasons, that he can do exceedingly and abundantly in the midst of all of that. So I just wanted to encourage y'all to just find joy, just find the peace, find your peace. And if you don't know where your peace is, take the time out to find out what you need along on your journey. But be encouraged to knowing that it's somebody out there that may be going through a rougher day on their grief journey than what you are. Like, even in the midst that you are breathing fresh air. And I talked about it in the last video about how our loved ones, or the things that we grieve, they don't want us to be living life in a drag. They want us to live life in abundance. So being able to say, hey, I'm not, in the house and being cooped up. No, we living life, because we still got a life to live. And just being able to sit at the park, go to the beach. It's the little things. Reading a book, journaling, writing letters to whatever or whoever you may be grieving. There's still peace in that. So know that this community, you are not by yourself, as a reminder. And that's why it's called the Never Walk Alone community, for a reason. But you're not by yourself, and we're navigating this together. So you are not by yourself, and I just want you to find the joy. And sometimes I know that it's hard to find the joy, because sometimes it's like, man, I don't have this person, so I feel like I can't go on. But how big is your faith? Because we all have a purpose, no matter if it's the person that we grieving or not. No matter if we lost a person, place, or thing, we all have a purpose still in the midst of us grieving. So just know that you have to find the joy in the midst of your journey. So I just wanted to come up here and just encourage. Being at the beach is one of my places where it's just very, very peaceful. It's very peaceful. The sunset, and then like the water, the sand, all the things. It's the simplest things. It's the simplest things. You don't need extravagant things. I'm not saying you don't need them, but you don't have to have extravagant things to make you excited about life. Like, you gotta think about it. It's some people that's in hospitals that's on breathing machines. There's some people that has to have oxygen. But look at the joy that you get to breathe, and you have the capability of scrolling on YouTube, social media, period. And the person, place, or thing that we grieve don't have that opportunity. So we still have to find joy in the midst of us going through, in the midst of our pain. We have to find something to still have us to smile. We have to find something that we can still smile about. So breathe in, breathe out. That's joy right there. Breathe in, breathe out. That's joy. That you have the capability of constructing your story of like your grieving journey. Everybody grief journey, everybody has a different grief story, but this is a community for us to help one another. This is a community for us to help one another. Like, you are not by yourself, but be encouraged. Know that it's still something to smile about, even in the midst of however bad that pain hurts. Like, it's a daily thing that I have to ask God for strength to, give me strength to show up every day. Because, just because I lost my mom, I still find joy in the day. I still find joy in the things that I do. And I'm forever grateful for the things that God give me, and just knowing that I can still smile in the midst of the hurt, in the midst of the sadness, on the days that I do have it. It's not every day that I have it, but I can still find joy. So I pray that this video encourages you to find your joy. Get your joy back. If you had it and you don't have it now, get your joy back. If you haven't had it, find your joy. What makes you smile? What makes you happy? Find your joy. Find your joy. Being still and knowing. Being still. But just find your joy in the midst. Find your joy in the midst. You don't know what it's going to look like. You may be grieving this person today, tomorrow. You might be in the fresh beginning of your stages of grieving. You might be in the last cycle of acceptance. But grief can trigger at any time. So you still got to find your joy. You got to hold on to something that'll keep you just breathing every day. It'll keep you breathing every day. So I love each and every one of you that's in this community, and I pray that something brings you joy. Something brings you joy in life to help you along the way. I mean, I don't know, it could be me doing the videos, it could be you having a person to check on you, it could be sitting at the park, going to the beach, it could be reading a book, it could be something. But just know that it's still joy in the midst. It's still joy. But I love y'all, and I hope y'all have an amazing, amazing day, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.